Dear friends, today I'm going to tell you a story, the cycle of anger. Once there was a manager of a pharmaceutical company. He was about to go to his office. On the way, almost reaching his car, about to open the door of the car and getting in, a dog suddenly came and bit on his leg. The man got so much pain and anger. He came out, took a number of stones, and threw at the dog in anger, raged. But none of the stones hit the dog. So he was so angry. Anyway, he drove the car to his office. There was time for his meeting. He called the meeting of the managers, and in his rage, in his anger, he started scolding all through the meeting. The officers in turn went back and called their subordinates and shouted at them, yelled at them in anger, because their frustration, their anger towards the manager, they expressed to the lower level. And it went on, and finally it reached the lower level, the peon. And peon has nobody else to show his anger. So he went back home after his office, reached home. As he reached home little late, his wife came and asked him, "What happened? Today you are late?" He gave one slap to her and said, "You know that I have not gone to my office to play football. I went to work. You are asking me stupid questions. Shut up." So she got a slap as well as his anger. So she felt angry. So in her fury, she went to the TV room and saw her son, instead of studying, watching the TV, she gave one slap to the son and scolded him. "Stop the TV and study," she shouted at him. And the boy felt so upset, so angry. And he came out and he saw a dog coming. In his that rage, in his anger towards his mother, he took stones and started throwing at the dog. And finally, the dog was hit hard and broke his leg. And that started in anger, in crying and going, barking and going. This is the story. This is the cycle of anger. The reflection I want to tell you today is that anger always transferred to the lower level. Anger always transferred to the lower level. Suppose a child who is angry towards his parents, he cannot fight against his father or mother. So what he does, he takes that anger in the classroom, especially to the weaker ones, his own classmates who are weaker than him. And when we look at the students who are fighting against their companions or in indulge in gang fight, etc., we must understand those children, because they are actually in frustration. They are taking their anger towards the higher authorities. Maybe it is father, mother, or elder brothers or uncle, somebody. That anger the child is taking out, and that anger is in the form of fight, violence, or rebellion, or they may be simply restlessly they will express. So most of the problems in the schools, etc., is actually a reaction of the family situation. So as teachers, we must understand the children, their anger, the children's anger has a reason behind. That's what the teachers should be able to pick up and guide them. That is why every teacher should be a mentor to the student. Now it says, we have seen always the anger is transferred to the lower level. I have experienced in the school also. In my own schools, I have seen the most noticed, the violent children are actually coming from the most strictest families. Parents do not give them freedom. Father may be very strict, or mother may be very, very strict, annoyed with the children all the time, and therefore the background of that family is expressed in the form of these kinds of anger or naughtiness by the children. And therefore always we need to teach children to avoid anger, to avoid upsetting oneself. I think it is that, as the story tells, anger always goes to the lower level, transfer to the lower level, and I think this has to be really understood, and this has to be really dealt with in the classrooms. Otherwise, what happens? The children will be continuing in their activities, the restlessness. So, as good teachers, we must tell the students all these experiences of someone, so that they may in turn look within and have an inward journey and rectify their mistakes. So the moral of the story, beautifully it says, reap as one's own one has sown. No, it says reap as one has sown. This is how life works. While we worry about hell and heaven based on our deeds, we should concentrate more on how we are living and behaving. Do good, good will come. Do wrong, or wrong will come. The famous educational psychologist, Ivan Pavlov says, positive reinforcement will give you positive results. Negative reinforcement will give you negative results. Let us teach our kids to be positive. Let our children may understand that their anger, their frustration is not because of someone else, the friends. It is because of the atmosphere at home, maybe the strictness of the father or the mother, or the non-fulfillment of their freedom and desires at home. As a result, this anger comes out. Let us understand and tackle. That is better than scolding and punishing them. Thank you very much.